Okay, you probably know that normally I like to stay out of the fray with the really divisive stuff. It's just some things are just so complicated and cause so much angst and anger, and I just don't have time and energy to hash all these things out. And I don't know that I'm always the best or a good voice to do so even, but I can't keep my mouth shut on this grooming thing. I just can't take it anymore. I can't deal with it, and uh, to be silent is almost to be complicit at this point. Uh, People are going along to get along, and this is not all right. You wonder why large groups of people, like you wonder why the Jews got on the trains. You wonder why the people in the Guyana cult all drank the Kool-Aid, and you wonder why there are these mass formations of people just going along with bullshit. And I can't deal with this. Okay, specifically, there's so many things to worry about and think about in today's day and age, and you get distracted by this, and this erupts over here, and that's why I don't like to get involved in this. But let me talk about this Target thing, Target stores, uh, and this ridiculous argument that they're not grooming kids. Let me first say this: I have nothing against homosexuality. I embrace it like any other sexuality. It is a thing, okay? And for those of you who don't like to hear that, too bad. Homosexuality is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. In my opinion, it's just another sexuality. Like you have your religion and they have their religion, fine. Let's all try to live in peace, right? And I've always argued that just because someone is homosexual doesn't make them any different. It doesn't make them more likely to be a sexual predator than it does a heterosexual. There are sexual predators. They're not exclusive to any sexuality. Here's the problem. Stop sexualizing children. Leave the children alone. I don't want to go in Target and see babies shirts that say heterosexual. You get that? That's the word, sexual. Babies are not sexual. Leave them alone. They don't need to be trained. They don't need to be groomed. They don't need to be proud you're queer or gay or whatever you want to say. They need to be babies. They need to be children. They need to be allowed to have a childhood apart from sex. They're not sex. They're they're not beings for your sexual pleasure or edification or validation or whatever. Leave them alone with the damn sex. Stop printing baby shirts that say proud to be queer, proud my parents are queer. What do you print baby shirts that say I'm glad my dad likes to get laid? No. Sex and babies do not go together, and you're sick if you think that's okay. You're going along to get along. It's time to fight back. I don't want to see babies twerking on stages. I don't want to see straight people shaking their asses in front of babies or gay people. I don't want to see anybody sexualizing children. I'm tired of the garbage. This is nonsense. And when you go along to get along, you are complicit. Target needs to be boycotted. Boycott is a stupid term. Just stop going to Target. It offends me. It offends you. Don't give them your money. Vote with your pocketbook. I don't think there's much more I can say about that. You're stupid if you think that's okay. It's not okay. Uh, when you say things like queer and gay and bisexual and transsexual, that's all fine for you, for adults. I have no prejudice. I have no bigotry towards that. What I do have a problem with, and let me say it again, is when you bring it to children. Those are all sexual terms and proclivities and choices. Children are not to be sexualized. That is molestation. Stop it, Target. And stop going to Target. Stop buying from Target. Make Target pay for this. This is criminal.